Hello, Cypress Village. Today is Friday, June 7th, National Donut Day, and this is Coffee Chat. Hello, Cypress Village. This is Laurel Mundell, Director of Administrative Services, filling in for our lovely Executive Director, Ty Morgan. He's out with his family this week. I believe Max has some golfing competitions, so we wish him well while he is out. I have a few things to go over today, but I'll let the rest of the team go first. You'll hear from all of our lovely directors and leaders throughout the day. Stay tuned for more information at the end.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Coffee Chat. Couple updates from the maintenance department. First off, mulch. Tree Amigos will be doing the next set of mulching, which is mostly Middleton Park East, on Saturdays. They'll be working the next 2 Saturdays to complete it, plus they'll be doing it during the week in the evenings as well. I'm not sure exactly what happened with the truck, but they'll be doing it by hand, I believe. So that's happening this Saturday, next Saturday, and probably in the evenings most days. A couple things with pickleball. I'm getting petitions, I'm getting killed. Just let you know, we have not decided on a place yet. We have engineers and St. John's Water Management telling us where we can and cannot place it. We're probably at least a month from hearing back from those people, according to what I was told yesterday. So please hold off with the petitions and all the energy against the pickleball until we figure out where it can be placed, and then we'll be getting back with the community. Thank you on that, because everybody's stressing out and we're not even at the point to stress out yet. We have the pump down. The well is down on Middleton Park East. The pump company has been called. Not exactly sure, but it's not getting up the pressure. So we're hoping they get out here today. But if you're seeing a well not coming on Middleton Park East and William Davis, that's why we're diligently working on getting it fixed. That's all I got today. Have a great weekend. Thank you.
Good morning, villagers. Ashley Miller here, your Director of Resident Services. I hope you all have had a wonderful week this week. And a couple updates from our Wellness Center. Life Transitions Group will be postponed until further notice. Chrissy and myself will keep you all posted in the interim as far as when the next group will be meeting. We'll have Caregiver Support Group that will meet on the 7th floor activity room at 2 p.m. this coming Tuesday. And our next Live Vibrant lecture will be on Tuesday, June 11th in the OMR at 2:30. We'll have Trilogy Home Care presenting on summer heat and breathing. And Guardian Pharmacy will be back in the Wellness Center on Wednesday, June 12th from 9 till 12 p.m. The medication cycle pickup will be for Tower B. And we're excited to host our first sound healing session of the year. Join our sound journey guide at 3:30 in the OMR for an immersive sound bath experience. You do not need to sign up for this, just come ready to relax. And if you're interested in signing up for our next wellness orientation that will be held on Thursday, June 13th, please call myself or Chrissy to be added to the list. Orientation time is at 11 a.m. and that'll be in the Wellness Center, D147. Deb will be holding her second class of our 3-part water walking series on Thursday, June 13th at 1:30 in the pool. Come learn the benefits of water walking. And we'll be having our next Breakfast and BPs today after Coffee Chat from 10:30 to 12 in the Wellness Center. We'll have the Concierge Care Home Team sponsoring breakfast, and their RN will be taking blood pressures. Please have your hurricane prep forms in by Monday, June 10th. Electronic submissions are preferred, and hard copies can be located at the concierge desk. Please make sure if you're doing the hard copy, you're filling both sides, front and back out, and turning them in to us at the Wellness Center. This daily dose of wellness comes to us from our very own Susan Flatten. Some wise words from Sue. Simply, be kind. I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you around the village.
Good morning, villagers. This is Lisa Drew, your CLS Director, and I have a few things to talk to you about today. First and foremost, We are filming this on Thursday, June 6th, which is the 80th anniversary of D-Day, which is a day I always like to commemorate. This year, however, we have something special. Greg Streeter, and I'm going to read this so that I get the wording correct. Greg Streeter was the national chairman for the Naval Order of the United States for the project to build a Navy D-Day monument on Utah Beach in Normandy, which they did. They dedicated that monument 16 years ago, and in conjunction with that effort, they produced a documentary on the Navy's role in D-Day entitled Navy Heroes of Normandy. So Greg will be showing that movie today, Friday, at 11 o'clock right here in Egret Hall. So come down to see that movie. This was a day like no other day in our history. And if you're familiar with D-Day or not, you should come down. Greg will introduce the movie and take any questions afterwards. Okay, so moving on. I just want to remind you to please read or listen to the messages that we send you. Sometimes things come up that aren't on the calendar. They come up last minute, or we need to make some changes, and we do our very best in every possible way we have to get the word to you. But it does require that you read the texts that come through or answer the phone or listen to the voicemail so that you're up to date on all the current information and don't miss anything that you might want to do. So, having said that, the Cypress Mart. It does say on the calendar that there's no Cypress Mart on June 28th. I think they weren't anticipating being able to reopen prior to that, but they are. So the Cypress Mart will be reopened in their B212 location, and that will be from 8:30 to 12. So come on down and support the Cypress Mart. Jim Jandro had to go out of town, so his bourbon tasting is postponed. We'll get back to you on a future date for that if you were signed up for that. The Riverside Arts Market on Saturday is a go. I think we have a full bus for that. So if you think you can't make it, please let us know so we can get someone on the wait list. Otherwise, it should be a beautiful morning to be at the Riverside Arts Market. And then last but not least, today, 1 o'clock, is our Marsh Media Lounge official grand opening. So come down to the Marsh Media Lounge and help us celebrate this wonderful new addition to our community. That's it for me. Have a great weekend, everybody. See you around the village.
Good morning, residents of Cypress Village. I hope you're having a phenomenal day today. I know that I am. I wanted to give you some updates that we have going on in the dining department that I think you'll very much like. First, we're going to start with Loons. We're going to offer a simplified menu in Loons starting tonight through the weekend. And then we're going to start back with normal operations on Monday to everything that you've known, loved, and enjoyed. But what we're going to do in Loons for the meantime, we're going to do a bringing back the classics. So I've listened to a lot of what everyone has said, and we want some of the classics that we love back. Hot dogs, grilled cheese and tomato soup combinations. So we've listened, we've heard, and I really think that you're going to like the menu that we've come up with. And you'll also receive a copy of it so that you know it's ahead of time what's there for you. And also some great news that's going on in Lakeside. This is going to start on Monday. So new menus have been requested, and now you have them. So Monday we're going to start our steakhouse style menu. And what I want to do is I need your help. I need your help to build our dining department. So throughout the course of June, what we're going to do is we're going to have a steakhouse style menu in Loons. And at the end of it in July, I would love to reconvene with all of you and get your feedback. So try not to judge us on the first day or the second day. Give us some time, and I'm sure we'll set to shine. So please, I'm open to all feedback. My business cards are at the front desk if you need my email or my office extension to give me a call. But other than that, I wish you a phenomenal day, and I look forward to more pleasurable dining experiences.
Good morning, Cypress Village. This is Ed Cowan. I'm a member of the Veterans Committee, and we will be celebrating the Army's 249th birthday on June the 14th. We have a representative from the Jacksonville Recruiting Command who will be here to tell us all about what's going on with recruiting. Please join us so that we can all have cake, beverages, and enjoy the Army's birthday. We will be in Egret Hall at 1 o'clock on the 14th of June.
All right, I am back. So I'm going to start with a few things that Ty has on his radar, and then I'll move into some more administrative services specific items. For starters, community meeting. We are meeting on Tuesday of next week at 10 a.m. in Egret Hall. Please join us. On the agenda, we will have myself. I'm going to go over the guide and the handbook revision that will be published in July. And then we are going to have Danny Wright, or Chef Daniel Wright, talking about dining services, some of the updates and the good things coming down the pipeline. And then, of course, fan favorite, Dave Green, talking about plant operations, capital projects such as pickleball, green roof updates, train room, fitness center, all that good stuff. So please join us at 10 a.m. on Tuesday in Egret Hall. Just as a note, all of the executive team will be out of town June 24th through the 26th. We are going to Des Moines, Iowa for the executive director conference that LCS is hosting. That is where the LCS hub is. So Ty, Sarah, and Stephanie Markowski are all going to be out of town. And then myself and Michelle Frenberg are going to be joining because we are actually pitching an idea with Sarah and Stephanie for the InnoTank competition. This is for LCS. For those of you who have seen Shark Tank, this is the LCS version called InnoTank. So we're pitching a new business venture that we would like to see come to fruition. And so Michelle and I get to join this trip, and wish us well as we're out there. Hopefully we win. We're one of 5 finalists across the LCS company. So we're really excited. We're getting prepared for that. But I just want to have that on your radar that Katie's going to be holding down the fort for all of us that week. All right, on more of our specific, my specific updates. I want to let you know that in preparation for hurricane season, which we are now officially in, I went through our call and text system and saw that a good amount of residents have actually opted out of texts, calls, or both from our community. I was able to pull that list, and I have letters prepared for those of you who have opted out just to make sure you're aware. Calling and texting is going to be our primary form to disseminate information during this hurricane season and any other community-wide updates. So I want to make sure that if you are opted out, that you know that you are opted out, and that means that you have to take a little bit more responsibility to get the information then. We will be updating our emergency hotline, which that number we'll have that shared, and we have that shared in all of our hurricane guide information as well as our Facebook page. I'm going to text it out. It's going to be posted at the concierge desk, for example, during a hurricane event. So you can call in and get the updates that way, but that just means you have to be proactive versus receiving the information directly from us. So those of you who receive a letter, just be aware that you are either opted out of text, call, or both. And the only way to opt back into a text message from the community is when you text from your phone the word UNSTOP, UNSTOP, all one word, to our main number, 904-223-6100. Like I said, we cannot do this on your behalf based off of the communication rules, it's a federal law. We can, however, opt you back into phone calls. So if you would like to be opted back into the phone call, all we need is your approval. So please give concierge a call. Again, that number is 904-223-6100. And they can opt you back into the phone calls, but you have to opt yourself into the text messages. I'm going to continue hosting app classes on a weekly basis. We can touch on the text messages and the notifications there as well. Anything mobile related, I'm happy to go over while we're together. So keep that in mind if you need help making sure you're tuned back in, especially these folks that I'm going to be sending letters to. You'll find those in your in-house box too, by the way. Then the next thing is, speaking of the app, Under the reservation section for dining services, Brianne wanted me to let everyone know that they have modified on the back end the times where reservations can be made so that there is a break between 2:30 and 4 o'clock. With that change in the background, we cannot overwrite the existing reservations. So at this time, there are actually 2 options to make a lunch reservation, and then the third option is to make a dinner reservation. Those 2 lunch options are only there until the 17th. Come June 17th, we'll be able to wipe away that old one, and we'll go back to only having lunch and dinner. I sent an email out so you have a visual of what this looks like, but I just wanted to let you know that for the time being, there's going to be 2 lunch options and 1 dinner option. Don't be confused by it, just to pick the one where the dates are available for you. And that second option will go away. And then also with the app, takeout times. So you can still schedule an online order for takeout or delivery, but those takeout times will be limited. The times of which they will be available are limited to either 12:30 lunch pickup or delivery or a 5:30 pickup or delivery. That is just for the time being while Danny is getting the kitchen staff trained, and he's helping them produce at a high quality quickly, but also high quality. Right now, it's taking a lot more time for them to produce, especially with menu changes and this, that, and the other. So this should be temporary. But just keep in mind that that's why those options are limited for now while Danny's working on the culinary staff training. Okay, that's all that I have for right now. And then we'll go on to everyone's favorite part, birthdays. So our June birthdays we have today on June 7th, we've got 3. We've got Mr. Jack Sweely, Ms. Susan Luckett-Watts, Ms. Patricia Rumsey. Happy birthday, you 3. On the 8th, we have 3 more. We've got Robert Hayes, we've got Vicky White, and Bill Swan. Happy birthday, you 3. On the 9th, we've got Miss Melina Purdom. Happy birthday, Melina. Nobody on the 11th. And on the 12th, we've got 3. Y'all are coming in 3s, huh? Eleanor Corbett, Catherine Sandler, and Joe Elsey. Then on the 13th, 3 more. We have Barbara Soltis, Marilyn Joanitis, and Margene Marr. And then on the 14th, I'll go ahead and say we've got Ms. Marsha Green, and we'll celebrate her again next week on the 14th. I hope you all have a very happy birthday, a great weekend, and I will see you around the village.